The project, expected to address the negative impact of the foreign fishing vessels, is funded by the U.S. State Department and coordinated by the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. It is being implemented in 7 countries in the sub-region: Benin, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Mauritania, Sierra Leone, and Senegal. CEMLAWS Africa, a maritime issue-oriented organization based in Ghana, says the project during its implementation will address the impact that the foreign vessels have on the fishing industry in Ghana. Executive Director of the Center for Maritime Law and Security Africa, Dr. Kamal Din Ali, is upbeat the dividends from the project will help solve some of the issues that confront the fishing industry in Ghana.
Foreign distant fishing vessels, you can understand them as an investment from outside within our fishery space. These may be vessels that are directly licensed as foreign vessels, or at times they go into partnership with locals to undertake this fishing activity. So ultimately, this project is aimed at addressing the negative impact of these vessels. The language or the message is not that it is entirely negative, but we must address the negative impact of it. What are some of these negative impacts? The foreign distant fishing vessels are in a space where also we have our coastal communities that are also fishing. So the fishery resource is also important for the livelihood of our coastal communities and the economic activity across the sub-region. So you must seek to balance the interests of the distant water fishing vessels as well as that of the local communities. The second thing is that you have to, at every time, balance the economic returns that you get from that as well as what they also get. It is an investment. Are we getting enough from it? The argument may be that we are either getting inadequate, but the argument also will be that we are perhaps even reaping too more.
One of the key issues the project intends addressing is the issue of ownership. The Secretary of the National Fisheries Association of Ghana, Ni Ama Amatefio, believes it's near impossible for Ghanaian fishers to own a vessel because of how much they cost.
The banking sector in Ghana has no clue what happens in the fishing industry. So it's so difficult for us to have any discussion, and especially with the kind of interest rate they charge. You cannot just go to the banks and get loans to go into the fishing industry. They consider that a very high risk area. Probably one of the things we need to do is to start engaging with the banks. Probably government would, in its budget, would need to start putting aside something to support locals to at least be able to acquire their own vessels. Last I was discussing with somebody that to acquire a new tuna vessel, you need not less than $10 million, just the tuna vessel. Not less than $10 million. There's no bank in Ghana that will give any business entrepreneur $10 million to go and acquire a vessel.
Office Manager of the Ghana Industrial Trawlers Association, Gilbert Sam, is hoping that more Ghanaians who possess the relevant skills in the sector will take advantage of it and utilize opportunities available.
The law also requires that at least 75% of the crew are also Ghanaians, which we meet the law, or we have met the law requirement. However, when it comes to manning the vessel, you need certain expertise, and currently locally we don't have it. So you see the top echelon of the crew coming from China. We see an opportunity because one of the objectives of this project is to look at ownership and then look at investment. So we want to leverage or explore this project, whether this project is able to bring in other investors.
CEMLAWS Africa combines research expertise, policy understanding, and practical insight in delivering responses to maritime issues in Africa. Reporting for Joy News, Richard Kwejenyako, Accra,